recording. Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching this recording. My name is Crypto Coach Celine and welcome to London Crypto Network's BeeFree. Be economically empowered with financial residuals and eternal earnings. And we are here every Sunday at 6 o'clock. And so welcome. Let's get started straight away. And so I like to kick off with the basics for those newbies in the house who are just getting into the cryptocurrency scene. We just like to go through a few basic facts and figures. And so cryptocurrency is the money of the future, and so the blockchain is the biggest disruption in our history. And so what is this blockchain? Basically, it facilitates online transaction, is decentralized, and it's a distributed ledger. When we say decentralized, we mean that not one person can control or influence or change any of the transactions that occur on the blockchain. And so it's recorded, all these transactions, they're recorded across thousands of computers across the world. This is a state-of-the-art new technology that is taking the world by storm. And cryptocurrency will do the same thing to banks, what the email did to the postal service. So you might remember the last time you sent an email, but do you remember the last time you sent a letter, you wrote a letter and popped it in the post? So basically, cryptocurrency is the exponential threat to the banks. Now, if you think of the evolution of exchangeable value, in the beginning, people began bartering with gold and precious metals. Then we started printing paper currency. We developed to wires, credit cards, online banking, and transfers. And so now we're with cryptocurrency. It's the next stage is the evolution of exchangeable value. And so if you think of gold mining, gold is a physical asset. It's limited by supply and has to be mined. And as it gets harder to mine, the price goes up. And so gold can be bought, sold, traded for fiat currency, or it can be kept in its current form. Well, Bitcoin is similar, except that it's a digital asset, not a physical asset. It's limited by supply, has to be mined, and it gets harder to mine. As it gets harder to mine, the value goes up. There was only ever 21 million Bitcoin ever created, and the circulating supply is around just nearly getting up to that 19 million Bitcoins ever mined mark. And so Bitcoin can be bought, sold, and traded for fiat currency, or it can be kept in its current form. And so who takes Bitcoin? Well, everyone nowadays takes Bitcoin. You usually have exchange wallet that will give you a debit card. We're going to take a look at that. And so you can basically spend your crypto anywhere these days. And if you do a Google search for Bitcoin ATM, you can see, I guarantee you will find a Bitcoin ATM somewhere near you. And so what is an altcoin? Well, basically in the beginning, there was Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created in 2008. And after Bitcoin was created, the blockchain was created in 2008 and the Bitcoin 2009. And then following that, soon after, Ethereum came along and all of the other coins. So we call these alternative coins. So altcoin is the acronym for alternative coins. Move that down here. Excellent. So coinmarketcap.com is one of the most popular resources. If you hear about any cryptocurrency, go and check it out on coinmarketcap.com. Don't just take hearsay, don't do your own research, people get burnt when they don't do their own research. So do ensure that you do your own research. We have 9,654 different cryptocurrencies across 376 recognized exchanges, the market capitalization is $2.4 trillion, guys, and a trading volume of 241 billion dollars. Okay, and so that's in one day. And big news, we have Bitcoin dominance dropping to a low of 44.7%. And why is this important? Because as Bitcoin was rising up, the dominance it got peaked at around 69% of the market. And so it's dropped around 20% down to 44.7%. And Ethereum has gained around 5% of the market. So that means a lot of money is going into the alternative coins. Okay, so why is all this important? Well, central banks are considering their own digital currency and they want it to look like Bitcoin. Okay, and so why is it good for us? Because when they get in, it's game over, it's mass adoption, and anyone in the crypto space right now is benefiting from all of this additional attention. And also, when we're looking at the central banks of the world, not just in America, where they are also discussing replacing the dollar, they're postulating about whether it will be Bitcoin. I don't think it will be Bitcoin. It will definitely be a central bank digital currency, like we see with UK. Bitcoin is coming. And so the pound is going to be replaced by Bitcoin, Britcoin. And so also in the European Union, they are launching their central bank digital currency. So be sure that this is the right space to be in. I usually like to go over, and so that was the basics, a basic introduction. So I hope everyone on the call is now kind of familiar with what Bitcoin is and blockchain. And so every week I do a weekly review of the market, the crypto market, so that we can see exactly what's going on in this world of cryptocurrency. And so we see a behemoth venture capitalist launch $1 trillion for a new crypto investment fund. Now, they were reportedly planning to establish this new billion-dollar fund that is geared towards growing the crypto ecosystem. And it was Financial Times that cited 4 people familiar with the matter who say the fund aims to raise between $800 million and $1 billion to invest in cryptocurrencies as well as crypto startups. So cryptocurrency is the space to be in. MasterCard has offered tentative encouragement for crypto adoption. So they polled 15,569 customers or consumers in 18 different countries. 40% said they plan to use cryptocurrency. And so they said it's encouraging market research, and that among millennials, interest is even higher. So 67% of them were more open to using technology than they were a year ago, and 77% said they were interested in learning about it, and 75% said they would use crypto if they better understood it. Okay, so this is a growing sector, guys. Approval of US Bitcoin ETF is going to ignite a global Bitcoin buying spree. And that's according to CryptoQuant CEO. Now, he tweeted, US followers like Korea will approve Bitcoin ETFs. More global institutions will buy Bitcoin, and more global financial services will launch Bitcoin funds if the SEC approves the Bitcoin ETF. And that is going to be coming. Okay, so this bull market may last longer than we thought. I'm not so sure, but anyway, we're going to take a look at the charts later. The first Bitcoin ETF may come soon, as next month. Okay, so we're looking at this year, lots of activity before the cold winter, and then the next Four Kings event but I don't want to go into too much technicalities. PayPal has, they smashed their revenue. It surged 31%. Half of those who are buying crypto using PayPal log into the app at least once a day. So they've increased their engagement, and they saw their payment values hit $285 billion, which is 50% up year on year. So PayPal, you see the theme here. Can you see the theme, guys? At this particular point in time, these major corporations, they're making a move on Bitcoin. They're profiting from Bitcoin, and it's making a change to their actual financial report. Now, India, our heart goes out to everyone in India. We're wishing them well. India's central bank-owned retail payments platform refuses to ban crypto transactions. So the National Payments Corporation, they were asked to refuse crypto transactions, and they've actually said, well, hang on a minute, let's just take a look and see what our consultants say. So they're going to consult their legal and compliance departments on whether they should actually block the transactions on their own system. And so it's going to be interesting to see what they conclude. Now, the Fed director, Michael Hsu, is to succeed Brian Brooks at the OCC. And so it was Janet Yellen that appointed him as the first deputy controller and acting comptroller of the Office of the Comptrollers of the Currency of the United States of America. Gosh, that was a mouthful. And so the reason why this is making waves is that Mr. Hsu is crypto friendly. So it will be interesting to see what is going to happen on this side in the near future. He, under the OCC, also granted the first crypto company a federal trust charter. Anchorage received the charter to form a federally regulated entity in January. And since then, two other companies, Protego and Paxos, have also earned OCC trust charters. So we're not, I'm just putting it out there, guys. I hope you're making notes. So other news in the crypto scene. Warren Buffett dodges the $2 trillion crypto question. What is Bitcoin good for? Is it good or is it bad for civilization? And his answer was, we've probably got hundreds of thousands of people watching this that own Bitcoin, and we've probably got two people that are short. So we got the choice of making 400 people mad at us and unhappy, or making two people happy. And that's just a dumb equation. So in other words, if you read into what Warren Buffett is saying, he's saying that, well, he's not going to come out and say, like his business partner has done, that Bitcoin is bad for, cryptocurrency is bad for civilization. Why not join the ride? Because it will be a dumb equation to back, the minority that want Bitcoin to drop down to zero. And so there's a lot going on here. So we mentioned Bitcoin ATMs earlier on, and Bitcoin ATMs have exploded worldwide, and that's a new sign of adoption from just 7,756 in May 2020. It's ballooned to 19,452 Bitcoin ATMs installed, and a majority of those are in the US. Okay, so Bitcoin Depot doesn't mention who the companies, but there are some very interesting companies out there, not financial advice, guys, but pay attention to the companies behind all the infrastructure in this massively growing market. Mercado Libre is the Amazon of Latin America, and they have bought $7.8 million worth of Bitcoin. The announcement included in its results for the first quarter of 2021 shows the Bitcoin holding, although it's not clear how much they paid for it. Now, DeFi, decentralized finance, is a fast growing sector or industry within the crypto space. And so Uniswap version 3 is live as DEX aims to become Ethereum's indisputable #1 leader. And so the leading automated market maker, and this is for the traders out there, they now offer concentrated liquidity. And so these liquidity providers as well will be great, you know, over the moon with this new update. Okay, and it appears, the Uniswap, it first appeared on the Ethereum blockchain back in 2018, and is currently the 4th largest decentralized finance application on that blockchain. Okay, so Uniswap, according to its own stats, accrued $1.6 billion in trading volume over the last 24 hours. The last 24 hours, that's just like, wow. Okay, so DeFi is going to be more disruptive to the banks than Bitcoin. And that's coming from ING. They say that DeFi is an integral part of ING's digital asset vision. So they are heading into this space, guys. Researching into DeFi gives ING insight into what gaps might exist in the new paradigm from a micro and macro perspective. These are really interesting times. We are going full throttle into a new space. Definity could give Ethereum another layer of censorship resistance. So basically, the internet computer, which the Definity Foundation has launched on Friday, just gone, has the potential to make every facet of decentralized finance applications uncensorable. That is, if the project's unusually bold claim holds up. And there's a lot of financial backing behind this project, and I believe it will achieve what it's setting out to. So just to let you know what the internet computer is, we spoke to Williams, and he said, the founder of the Definity Foundation, said that Bitcoin created digital gold, inventing this new whole market. The second big contribution was smart contracts, which Ethereum proved worked. And the internet computer offers a third step, which he calls infinite blockchain. So do watch that space very closely. We do have non-fungible token news. NFTs, the security network raises $11.5 million to further privacy and app development. And so several large venture capital firms have acquired a stake in SCRT, the native token of secret network. Okay, a layer 1 blockchain featuring privacy preserving smart contracts. So the position amounting to $11.5 million was led by Arrington Capital and Block Tower Capital, and included Spartan Group and Skynet Trading. And so, as we can see, regardless of what is going on in the market, we've actually hit that $2.5 trillion market capitalization, and the big boys, the big hedge funds, they're all strategizing and positioning themselves for the future. I mean, everyone might think, you know, there's not much left in the bull run right now. But if you think like a business, you will think in 5 to 10 year periods, and you will know that any time now is a good time to get in to crypto. So we like to review a few coins that we're having a look at. Dogecoin, as everyone has heard, has the mediocrity coin that has no point or no project, you know, is the meme or the meme coin of the people. And so Elon Musk cautioned crypto traders after Dogecoin's incredible week. It catapulted in price. And we're going to look at the chart in a minute, but you know, Elon Musk issued a warning ahead of his stint on Saturday Night Live. Now, if you are not aware, Elon Musk has got his slot on Saturday Night Live, which is a massive Saturday night program in the United States. And you know, the Doge community were anticipating the price of Dogecoin going to the moon. And of course, just before he goes live, he issued a warning ahead of his stint. And Doge had been rallying after he was confirmed that he would be hosting this sketch comedy show. And what do we know? He actually said, before we see what happened, he actually said cryptocurrency is promising, but please invest with caution. And look what's happened to Doge. From the heady heights of 34 cents, it dropped down to 21 cents. And you can see, as we've drawn this Fibonacci retracement, that it has topped out at the full extension. And so we have expired with our bull run for this Dogecoin. It had been due for a major correction, and it corrected all the way down to 21 cents. Now that represented, if, for example, before we go on, if it does continue its downward spiral, we should expect it to hit 0.8 cent and at a very low. Okay, the meteoric rise of Dogecoin just in the space of 10 days was 109%, 109.69%. Now, that on top of the drop, if we look at the drop after the previous bull run here, you can see it dropped down 50%, 50.42%. So this drop right now is currently at 42.81%. Okay, and so we should see a rebound. There is always that danger of it going through the floor. And so a crypto trader says that Dogecoin could see a significant correction before surging over 120%. And so that's his example there. And we are probably around this point here, which suggests that there is a bit more to go down for Dogecoin. Now, let's look at ADA. Cardano is one of the fastest up and coming cryptocurrencies out there. Cardano is set to explode, according to crypto analyst Benjamin Cowan. He's extremely bullish. He says he still thinks there's a long-term play. Buying ADA at $1.37 is much riskier than buying it at 0.02. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think ADA has a ways to go. I don't think 1.37 is the market cycle tops by any means. So people are estimating around $5 to $10. It could go even higher than that. Okay. Let me just see what's happened to my slide. There we go. All right. So here we have a look at ADA. There we go. And here we are at the moment. And you can see that we still have quite a bit of a way to go before we get to the top of this Fibonacci retracement. So we think that it should get to $3.79. So it still has quite a long way to go. And if you were to get in on ADA late, on the last dip, when it bounced off this this 100% Fibonacci retracement level, you would have, you could stand to make a potential 261% gains when from now or from back, when was it? Over 14 days ago, from 2 weeks ago until the end of this bull cycle for ADA, we should expect 261%. Now, when we look at a long term, we do expect to have some resistance level here at $2.39. So that's the next big level of resistance. And we do think that buying at $1.53 is still worthwhile, you know, but that's not financial advice. This is just what I am doing. And so if we look at Ripple, XRP, the famous Ripple, Peter Brand says he was wrong about XRP and warns that the come to Jesus moment is coming to crypto. What does he mean? He says someday, maybe not this month, this year, this decade, BTC and cryptos will have a come to Jesus correction. Fortunes, inheritances, life savings will be lost. Losers will be those that really don't understand cryptocurrencies and cannot stand the pain, and those that are leveraged or over leveraged, which some people do tend to do. So do trade wisely. Although he says that, he now tells his followers on Twitter that he ran into the available character limit. I've been harsh on XRPers and they have proved me wrong. Okay, so what else could he be wrong about? So let's see the chart. Well, XRP still has a bit of a way to go. We estimate the top to be around $2.80. You can see that it formed a bit of a resistance here at the $1.80 mark. It's currently on its way down. We do expect it to correct here and bounce off this new support line. We're hoping it's a new support line. If it breaks through, we can expect it to retrace back to the $70 mark, and that would represent around 235% drop. Okay, but if you're looking long term on Ripple, this is what the weekly chart looks like, and we are looking at $13.65. We've been hearing a lot about $13 on the XRP community. So XRP, we do think it's going to go to $13. How long is it going to take? How long is a piece of string? But if you were to if you had gotten in on Ripple at the bottom, you would stand to gain 280,497% gain. Okay, this is what the Ripple community are waiting for. And so we shall keep an eye on that. And Odua coin, our favorite African-owned Odua coin, is the crypto coin for the modern world. With the establishment of Odua, Bright Anabalele, the founder, the visionary, creator, and co-creator, he has centered around support, innovation, and being the first to support and take care of his country. This is a coin. This coin is what Bright believes is going to change everything. He says, I built this to push Africa forward and to empower our children with blockchain. He explains that he's moving into the future by educating, designing, and innovating the resources that he needs to fulfill his purpose. He cares so much about my community, and I want them to succeed. That is why Odua Coin was created, and this is for them and the respect and pride of our indigenous heritage. And so that's why we will always support Odua Coin. And so all you Odua Coin miners out there, be aware, we do have an update. Ivy is live, and so do go to GitHub to get your live update for Odua Coin. It's a mandatory update, guys, so you must update your wallets. All users have to update their wallets by the 14th of May or before 1,230,000 blocks, okay? Following the steps to upgrade your wallet. So there's step-by-step guides on the GitHub for you to update your wallet. So let's look at number 2 in the game. Ethereum, number 1 in traded volume today. Vitalik Buterin, that is now the 6th youngest billionaire in the world, as Ethereum surges above $3,000. So that's made him hit the Forbes rich list, and he currently holds approximately 333,000 to 520 Ethereum. Oh my goodness. And so that places him at number 6 on the Forbes list of the world's top 10 youngest billionaires, all else being constant. So we are in crazy times, guys. And as you can see, Ethereum has topped, it's peaked. And look, if you got in at around $600 for Ethereum, and it was that amount last year, it was less than that last year. And if you had gotten in, you would have stand to make a gain of 581%. And that's what would have happened, because as you can see, it's reached the top of our Fibonacci retracement. We should now expect a downturn for Ethereum. It will, the first support line, it will probably go through the $3,500 mark to bounce off the $2,600 mark. Worst case scenario, it will crash down to $1,871 before bouncing back up and making its way across. And so if you get in at the $1,000 mark, $1,800 mark at the bottom, that's where we're predicting the bottom for the next downturn in Ethereum. We would expect to see a 52% gains at that level, okay? And so on the long term and the weekly chart, we can see Ethereum popping out and peaking at $55,700 at the top, $507,000. And so the next cryptocurrency we're looking at is Tron, TRX. Tron co-founder Justin Sun, I always call him Justin Tron, Justin Sun donated $225,000 to COVID relief fund for India. He said he will donate $100 more, capped at $100,000 at every retweet of his original post. So do check out Justin Sun. He joins other well wishers from the crypto community to help India tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. The zoonotic virus, that's a new word. I have to look that one up. Zoonotic virus that has paralyzed India's healthcare system, causing an alarming number of deaths in the past few weeks. And so the crypto community are rallying around India, of course, because there is a huge cryptocurrency community in India. And so when we take a look at the charts, what has Tron done? It looks like we've hit the top at 18 cents. It peaked for a moment. That's why you should always, as a trader, always set your limits so that you catch that peak that happens. That peak is very quick. But, you know, if you have your limits in, you will hit those targets. And so you can see that there's a clear support line here at $0.08. And that would, from the top, if you got in high, expect a fish, and you experience this recent drop of 50% in value down to the 8 cent mark, you will be looking at a recovery of around 20%. And then if we see a drop, if there's a mini bear season, I'm feeling a little mini bear season coming in the middle of this year, so that we end the year on a very big high. But I'm feeling a bit of a dip, you know, coming. And if we do look at the support line as 8 cents for Tron, the next one is 6 cents. 6 cents will be the absolute bottom. We can expect from around a 61% drop on Tron. And when we look at the long term, on the weekly chart, we are looking at $1.65 for tron. And so Bitcoin, finally, Bitcoin, the demand is strong as ever. And that's because, and they just gave it to us. So is there still a demand for Bitcoin then? Short answer, yes. Slightly long answer, let's look at some trends. So the declining exchanges balances since last year's COVID-19 market panic is perhaps the most famous one, and overall it's still intact, which that basically means the demand is still going strong. Now, hundreds of US banks are going to allow their customers to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin. Let me repeat, 100 US banks are going to allow customers to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin. I think that Bitcoin ETF is going to be on its way very soon. And this is CNBC reporter reporting about the crypto industry. The custody firm, New York Digital Investment Group, and Fidelity National Information Services. And they have confirmed they are collaborating to allow banks and to support the top crypto asset. And so what do we see on the charts? So if we look at recent trends and draw our Fibonacci from a recently trending point of view, we do get a top of about $86,000. And you can see it's been fluctuating or channeling. That's what we call channeling between the $50,000 and the $64,000 mark. And so if we look at a different angle, if we take it back a bit to look at the chart data from last year, from July last year, it looks like Bitcoin has actually topped out. And is going on to commit, further highs, because that would give us a support level of 50,000. But if we take the longer term view on the weekly chart, we can see that Bitcoin may have a little bit more to go, topping out at $72,000. So that support level of 46,000. As we can see, it may do quite a lot of consolidation between the $62,000 and the $46,000 mark. At the worst case scenario, if we do see a little crash, a mini crash, then we can actually expect a bottom of 29,000. Okay, so if we do get that type of movement, which is quite expectable, we can expect that, then we should expect something along the lines of a 58 to 60% drop in price. Okay, now back to basics. I hope you're enjoying this crypto review. I do this review every week, 6 o'clock. You'll be able to catch up on all the latest crypto news, so you can go into the following week with the knowledge that you need to succeed in this space and be free with Crypto Celine. And so what is an e-wallet? For those newbies, it's important you understand the difference between a custodial wallet and a non-custodial wallet. So custodial wallet is centralized, meaning that the issuer has your keys, has the secret key to your wallet. They can always back up your wallet for you. And the cryptocurrencies are basically kept on their server. So they can always lock you out of your wallet at any time because they are the custodials. A non-custodial wallet is decentralized. So the cryptocurrency is kept on your device. It's not on someone else's server. You are the only one that holds your secret key. And so you are the only one that can back up your wallet. If you lose your secret key, you lose access to your wallet. So do not lose those secret keys. Now, as you go through the crypto space, you will accumulate some mobile phone apps. An e-wallet app is what we use to access our cryptocurrency. from whichever exchange is the provider. There are many different crypto exchanges like Coinbase, which is the largest, US based, and you've got CryptoPay, which is also European based. You've got coin payments, which is good for exchanging a number of cryptocurrencies, and Binance. Now, CryptoPay in Europe, they give you the debit card. Binance, there is a debit card available, but it's not available in the UK. And it's not available in a lot of countries. So there are only certain countries that the card is available for Binance. But Binance is one of the most comprehensive cryptocurrency exchanges. And so with all of these exchange wallets, you will need to verify your details. You will need to have your passport or driver's license. It's easier to do it with your driver's license. You get it will ask you for a selfie from your mobile, and you will need to verify all of this information and update your settings, and then link your debit card and link your bank account so that you can exchange very easily between Bitcoin and fiat currency and your bank account. So if all of this is confusing to you, or you can book your one-to-one e-wallet masterclass. I will drop the link in the chat at the end. So Coinbase, they're very good for giving you rewards. That's one of the main uses for Coinbase. We also have a mining app called Pi, which is currently in phase 2. There's 17 million users of the Pi app, and they are moving into phase 3 at the end of this year, which will mean that Pi will be worth money, guys. So do start mining Pi for free. Now, StormGain is an excellent app for people to start mining Bitcoin for free. I wouldn't recommend you start trading with StormGain unless you're an experienced trader. They do have a dummy account which you can practice your trades on. You can practice on the dummy, and I do recommend you do that. But the main thing is for people, especially in developing countries, that want to download the StormGain, that'll be great for you to start earning Bitcoin by cloud mining. Revolut, now all of those are custodial wallets. What we just saw are custodial wallets. Revolut is sub-custodial, meaning that they don't own your keys. They've given that privilege to a third party service provider. So you have your keys and so does somebody else somewhere, but they are a third-party security provider. Revolut do not have your keys, and so they are sub-custodial. It's its own ecosystem. You cannot send or receive cryptocurrency from an external wallet with your Revolut, but you can buy stocks and shares and crypto in there. With the Exodus, it's a totally non-custodial wallet. It's free to use. You just download it onto your desktop or your mobile, and off you go. You start sending and receiving. You cannot buy crypto. You can only send crypto there, store it. It's a hot wallet that you can store. Now, Trust Wallet is also non-custodial. It was the official digital wallet of Binance. This is your gateway to NFTs and collectibles. Okay, so you'll want to get your Trust Wallet. Link Tron ecosystem is one of the 3 wallets that provided by the Tron network. So Tron Link is also something you can install on your browser, and you can also download the app. Now, before, and also, sorry, they have Tron Link Pro, which is also the mobile phone app. And so Tron Wallet was in use before, but they discontinued Tron Wallet. So if you have a Tron Wallet, make sure you download Clever Wallet, import your wallet into your Clever Wallet, and then you can use your Clever wallet. It's advisable to do that because they have stopped sending updates to your Tron wallet. However, if you do have a smart contract attached to your Tron wallet, it will not work on your Clever wallet. So you do need to keep your Tron wallet, if you understand my drift. Yes. Or do a coin, or do a pay. Or do a pay wallet is available to download. Is the QT, the mining wallet, is non-custodial. Your do pay is kind of like a custodial, but you have the non-custodial element with the mining. And so those are also available to download. You also have your Tracer, which is a device that you can store larger sums of. You might want to put it away for 10 years. You don't want to be tempted to spend it. So you put it on a Tracer, you put the Tracer device in a safe or a safety deposit box, and then you're good to go. And so Tracers are non-custodial devices. Ledger Nano is also a non-custodial ledger device. Now, the only caution is that we are still waiting for the outcome of the investigations that are going to reveal what occurred or what security lapse occurred for 20,000 new customer members' details to be hacked on their Shopify account and from their Shopify account. And so we're waiting for that to be concluded so we can have reassurance that there are no leakages or, you know, breaches in the Ledger Nano ecosystem. And so, oh, what does all this mean? I'm confused, complicated, it's too complicated, or there's so many scams, I don't know which way to turn. And of course, it's high risk. Yes, cryptocurrency is high risk. Like any investment is high risk. I'm sure people that have traded the Forex market, they've lost money, is high risk. People that have invested in stocks and shares, they've lost money, is high risk. So any investment is high risk. The key is getting to do it in the right way. And so if you need more help, Crypto Coach Celine, London Crypto Network, we can help you. Just visit londoncryptonetwork.com. Just book your e-wallet masterclass, your one-to-one e-wallet masterclass, and you will be able to get the help you need. So you can get started on this webinar. You get free e-wallet, one free e-wallet coaching session. You'll get a free wallet one-to-one coaching session, and you'll get the opportunity to grow your portfolio. Okay, so all you need to do is choose how you want to get started. So are you ready to get started? I hope you're less confused about cryptocurrency. We will help you get started. So I just want to see some movement in the chat. Just drop in the chat if you are ready to get started. Type number 1 or say, yes, I am ready. We are here to help you. Just I will drop the link in the chat in a moment. And so if you need more help, we have a Bitcoin generator that will help you. We've got Bitcoin millionaires helping other people make more Bitcoin. It's a classic case of Bitcoin bulls and Bitcoin bears. And so if you are a bull, you will make money fast, make Bitcoin fast. If you're a bear, you'll make it slow. Okay, so in Ethereum, we have smart contracts. The world of Ethereum is vast. So it covers decentralized finance as well as NFTs. And Tron, the up-and-coming Tron, it has its own blockchain. We have smart contracts on Tron also. Or do a coin, we are mining. We are mining or do a coin. We have our own blockchain and new projects are coming out from there very soon. So do keep in the loop, get help. And if you can follow me, Crypto Coach Celine, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So that's London Crypto Network on Facebook and YouTube, and it's at LCN BeeFree on Instagram, the Instagram handle. So be economically empowered with financial residuals and eternal earnings. Be free with Crypto Celine. And so on that note, right, I'm just looking at the chat now. Let me just see. Natural, just started register, would like one-to-one session. Okay, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Thank you, Natural. Welcome. Let me just get the chat, the link for you. Basically, you just book your e-wallet session, and during your e-wallet session, you'll get started with the Bitcoin generator. And so please do let me know if anyone else has any questions while I'm doing that. Do please feel free to unmute your mic and ask any questions. I've just put the link in the chat for you to book your excellent, Natural, excellent. For you to book, I have to know how to do that. The old, the black thumbs up, I like that. And so, so there you are, there you have it. And so it looks like I've answered everyone's questions. I don't think anyone else has any questions. I am here every Saturday. Yeah, I'm here every Saturday. Sorry, Saturday, did I say Saturday? Every Sunday. I'm here every Sunday, 6 o'clock, on this channel. You know, we review the news. We look at what's happening on crypto space. I've given you a host of information. Look out for the recording if you want to go over some of the tips. You know, there's a lot happening in the space, so that we've got lots of different coins to look at, different projects and what have you. So do keep in the loop. Join next week. I look forward to seeing you all next week, next Sunday at 6 o'clock. Invite your friends, you know, and we will be able to become economically empowered with financial residuals and eternal earnings. So thanks for everyone for coming, and I'll see you next Sunday. Thank you. Good night, everyone.